Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Jessica Martin. I'm the Director of Education for FibroblastUSA. I'm so excited to be able to be on here and share with you some information. We get tons of messages every day on different topics and questions that people have in regards to fibroblast procedure. What we're going to be talking about today is numbing. Numbing is a biggie. A lot of people have questions on the amount of time, what products are the best to use, and how does it work? So let's give you some tips on how to be more effective on your numbing. First and foremost, whenever you start your procedure, you must understand that you need to degrease the skin so that your numbing will actually penetrate to a level where it needs to get so that it numbs. A lot of mistakes that are being made are that the skin isn't being preconditioned, one, and secondly, the time of processing isn't long enough. Therefore, a lot of our clients and our patients are feeling really uncomfortable during the procedure, and it makes it not too good for the whole process. So let's walk you through it a little bit. When we mean degreasing and preconditioning, that doesn't only mean the treatments that you've done prior to build up the skin's integrity. It actually means to use a solution like this that would be your degreasing agent and your prepping solution. When applying this product, we want to make sure that we use 4x4s, and you're more than welcome to use 2x2s. Now, I like to use these because these are lint free, so nothing gets left on the skin, and they're extremely effective, and most importantly, they're great quality. When I do apply this, I make sure that I actually saturate it really well, because there's nothing like trying to degrease and there's no product on your 4x4. Now, another good thing is keep in mind, pick a side if you're going to be working right to left or left to right. When you're doing this, because the scent isn't so pleasant, you want to make sure that you work on half of the face, which means start from the bottom, going up, or if you're only working on the eye area, once again, work on the eye area, stop, then work on the other area. Making sure that the skin is completely matte and dry. Once the skin is completely dry, then you know that there is no longer anything or any residue on the skin. Then you know that when you apply your numbing, it's actually going to penetrate to a level where it's going to do its job. Once you apply your numbing, it's really important that you start the same way you started your preconditioning. Why? Because we want to be uniform, and making sure that you remember the side that you applied it on first obviously is going to numb before the area you apply on second. Numbing creams are personal preference. There's different types of consistencies. There's gels, creams, petroleums, and so forth. We like to use two. We actually have a base that is more of like a petroleum base, which I love to use around the eye because it doesn't run and it stays put. Also, we have a lot of people that have different types of skin, and for different areas of the country, different numbing consistencies will work better. So we do have two different blends. Now, the bases are different, but the blend and the amount of potency of product is the same. So this here is our hydrogel, which is our whipped gel cream, which is a lighter application. Because it's not so heavy, it will penetrate a lot faster, but keep in mind, depending on the area that you're working on, will definitely help you decide which one to use. I personally have both of them because if I'm working on a larger area, I like to use this. And if I'm working on areas that are more fragile or closer to the eye, I like to use this. Or especially around the lips where we have openings, we don't want to get any numbing in the wrong places. Now, another thing that I really see a lot is people numbing without applying an occlusive. It's important that you apply an occlusive because if you don't, keep in mind, anesthetic is what? An ethyl base. So if you are applying an ethyl, it will dissipate and the skin will not absorb it. So it's important that we actually apply an occlusive by applying plastic over the numbing. If you do not apply this, the product, once again, will evaporate. You will not have any numbing whatsoever. So once you have numbed the area, you apply the plastic, and once again, you're going to remove the first side that you applied. You will get about 30 to 40 minutes of working time. So make sure that you don't apply or remove the numbing until you have finished the side you are working on. Otherwise, that client will not be numb much longer and they will be in a lot of pain when you start. So keeping in mind, we're preconditioning, we're deciding what product is going to be best for us to use depending on the area and skin type. We apply an occlusive and we only remove the numbing and the occlusive on the area that we're working on at that time. When you do apply the numbing, when you do remove the numbing, make sure that you degrease if necessary, because some of the times this penetrates a little deep and it will leave a little bit of residue. So if you're concerned about your flash being too hot or being too bright, then just degrease the area with the residue that's on your pad to make sure that you don't have anything that's going to amplify the flash. And last but not least, this is a really exciting thing for us. We have a lot of clients that tell us, what do I do? Can I go over if I missed a couple, but I can't numb because I don't want to get the little dots wet. Of course, we don't want to wet those scabs, but it is important that you do those dots that are going to make that difference, because remember, fibroblast is a precise treatment and it's necessary that you apply your dots accordingly to get that lift, especially in the eye area. So we actually have our new product, which is a spray. Now, you don't have to spray the eyes, obviously, because we don't want it to run anywhere, but you can apply it with a cotton swab or a Q-tip to the specific area. Now, this new product is only to be used after you have already fibroblasted. It will take about 1 minute to 2 minutes to absorb, and it'll give you about 5 to 10 minutes of working time. How great is that? It's amazing, because a lot of us, we get lost in the dots, and when we pull back, we see, hey, those 2 dots would have really helped that eye lift. So this is great for those type of conditions, areas, issues that happen. So I'm so excited to share this with you. And most importantly, I'm really excited because we're going to be adding so many new classes to 2020. We're going to be adding a wound healing class, a post-care, aftercare, how to maintain your fibroblast treatment, and most importantly, understanding how to analyze the skin and how to work on darker Fitzpatrick's. Preconditioning darker Fitzpatrick's are going to be key, and that's the only way that you will be able to work on a darker Fitzpatrick. So understanding that will help you be more effective in your protocols and in your treatments, and definitely cut down the PIH or any contraindications that you may have in the long run. But maintaining your fibroblast is key, so we're so excited to share with you that we will be going over a class on how to use all your probes with specific products and on what level of the skin they work and how effective they are in conjunction with your fibroblast treatment. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And please follow us at FibroblastUSA on Instagram, and follow me at SkinGuru247. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a blessed day. Bye.